Hey everyone, Zero JD here with the XBLA Fans channel. Here you quick taste of Five Nights at Freddy's. It is finally here on the Xbox. We all know what these games are, so this video is going to be mainly focusing on if it's a good port or if it controls well. Spoiler, and it actually controls very well. I'm not the biggest fan of horror games or even the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. I know about the lore and I know like the basic story and all that kind of stuff. So I won't spoil any of that, and I also won't I'll try to not spoil any of the habits of the animatronics, but that'll come into play a bit later. For those who don't know, it's essentially you find a job as a security guard overnight at these like almost Chuck E. Cheese's kind of place where the animatronics come alive at night. There's a bunch of lore behind it and all that kind of stuff. I won't spoil it for you because that's revealed throughout the games, through mini games, hidden things everywhere and all that kind of stuff, logs, recordings and all that kind of stuff. Even the person, your supervisor, quote unquote, talking to you at night will kind of reveal stuff and all that kind of fun stuff. As you can see here, I've actually gotten through the base 5 nights. I've completed the 6th night and I've actually completed the 7th night. So I've actually completed the entire game. This game is actually a pretty easy completion. It took me about an hour. That's for another video of why that's so easy to do actually. But yeah, so for those who don't know, you're essentially trying to survive because these animatronics will try to murder you. And one has to ask the question of why this place needs security if these animatronics will murder anyone who's trespassing. But it's actually a sort of a management game. You're actually in an office and you are actually trying to keep these animatronics away from you via watching them via the camera. If you are watching them, kind of like the angels from Doctor Who, if you're watching them, they can't move, they can't really do anything. They will do stuff to the cameras and move. And of course, while you're in this room, you can turn the lights on in the hallway and kind of spot them and then slam the doors closed until they go away. The thing is, what you're managing is power, which slowly drains throughout the night. And using, let's say, your pad, which has the cameras on it, drains the power. Closing the doors drains the power. And you have this one fan that's always going that drains the power. Oh yeah, that's why you're here. You're here to make sure that no one messes with the animatronics, which is kind of funny. So you're actually trying to survive till 6 a.m. And I think the nights are about 9 minutes. As you can see, I can look around. I can bring up my tablet here, and then navigating this is fairly smooth. So anyone worried about controls like that, it is fine. I can look over here, turn the lights on, off. If you look at the bottom left, I have my power. Turning stuff on uses that power. Close this door. I can do this. And we're gonna mute that. But as you can see, I can actually look into here and I can kind of look around. So let's go up here real quick. This first night's gonna be very calm, but as the nights go on, the animatronics move around more and more and more. Each animatronic has their own sort of way to it. I'm not gonna try not to say the names and stuff like this, but one of them, if you keep checking in on them or keep using the cameras over and over again, they activate faster and will rush the booth, I guess you're in, kind of thing. So you really have to kind of manage your resources and get into your own rhythm of doing stuff. So, and then of course they'll move throughout here, and you're also listening for sound cues and stuff. I believe Freddy, hold on, the guy on the right there actually has a sound cue when he moves around. When they're out there in the hallways, they'll make sounds and stuff like that. The one I mentioned earlier will just sprint down the hallway, and actually I can see him on this camera right here, just sprinting down the thing. But yeah, this is very much a horror jump scare kind of game. One of the achievements is actually just to die, which is funny, and then the rest of them are essentially surviving the nights, or specifically not letting one of the animatronics leave a certain area kind of thing. But yeah, this first night's very, very calm. But then again, essentially everyone knows what Five Nights at Freddy is. The big question was, like, is this a good port? It is. It's fine. It handles well, and I'm assuming that all the other 2, 3, and 4 handle well as well. For this menu, use the D-pad, because if you use the right stick and you kind of just let it, like, if you have it push to the left and then just let it flick back, just let it go, it'll actually just kind of freak out like that. So if you're just using the left thing. I don't know if you heard that, but you could hear sound going off. As you can see in the top right, I am at 1 a.m. and that time's kind of dragging. But like I said before, it's about 9-ish minutes, I want to say, that you gotta kind of have to survive, and my power is going real fast. Yeah, they're not really doing too much. I don't think they really do anything until 2 a.m. on days like this. And if you hit the door, it uses power and stuff like that. And that stupid fan is always going. But yeah, like I said before, I've never been a real fan of any sort of horror games. I think this one relies a lot on jump scares and stuff like that. And then, of course, I think it got more popular when it, not from the jump scares and like YouTube's people's doing like that. The developer actually just shoved a ton of lore and stuff into it via updates and stuff, like at a point where you're solving these crazy mini games to like get little cutscenes about what's happening. And from what my understanding of this is, some of the lore and stuff about the animatronics, oh boy, he's moved, is kind of gruesome. Oh, there he is. There you go. Hey, buddy. Oh, and there goes the camera. All the cameras are down. Nope. Nope, we're still good. We're good. This camera, I think, is always down. I don't know what it is. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. It's a real small closet you're in. I do know that some of these animatronics are like you could wear them and stuff like this, or stuff like that, and the employees would wear them throughout the day. But it's essentially like Chuck E. Cheese kind of thing happening there. And of course, if they get to you, that's game over. They have a big old thing where they jump at the screen trying to scare you, make a very loud sound, and then it's game over. What is he up to? And as you can see at the bottom, like this is the cameras, like where the different cameras are and stuff like that. And I think there are certain areas where only 8, like I know for a fact here, the animatronic Foxy will be the only one who's here. Ooh, listen. Something's happening in there. Uh-oh. And we're gonna close that for a little bit. Yeah. We're gonna go away. No, don't want any. No. So I can't actually see him there, can I? So I just gotta hope that he kinda, God, go away. But no, these games don't scare me. Like I'll jump a bit with the jump scare just because of like normal human reaction. But I've always liked the Alien Isolation game because of the kind of creeping horror. You're building up, and you can be scared when there's nothing there. Like a good portion of Alien Isolation, the alien's just not there, just messing with your head. That game does have some of its own issues where it's like, hey, this alien is clearly on a sort of set path of it's gonna stay in this area where you are until you leave. But yeah, that's Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's. Oh, that's broken. I'm sure nothing terrible will happen. He's disabled the lights. They're animals, man. There you go. That's the jump scare. But yeah, that's Five Nights at Freddy's. The port's fine. Yeah, the gameplay is fine. Like I said before, use the directional pad in the camera menu and you'll be fine. Look at your eyeballs. They too tiny for your head. But I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fans channel. You might wonder what this custom mode is. You can actually go. So what's weird is if I'm at new here, if I hit down, it does that. If I hit up, it does that. It's weird. But if I hit down on the analog stick, it does this. This is down on the D-pad. It's really weird. Custom night is exactly what it says. Just do custom stuff. But yeah, I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fans channel. This was Five Nights at Freddy's. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. My batteries are low. Too much horror I mean, I played, like, I essentially played for like a week straight, right? I would get paid and all that kind of fun stuff. According to this game, from midnight to 6 a.m., 6 hours a night. Thank you, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.